Historic figures everyone should know. By history as biography. Martin Luther King Jr. was a Baptist minister and civil rights activist who played a key role in the American civil rights movement. He was born on January 15, 1929 in Atlanta, Georgia, and grew up in a time when segregation was still prevalent in the United States. Despite this, King excelled academically and went on to study theology at Crozer Theological Seminary and later earned a Ph.D. in theology from Boston University. King's commitment to civil rights began early in his career, as he became involved in various social justice campaigns in the 1950s. In 1955, he played a pivotal role in the Montgomery bus boycott, a protest against segregation on public buses in Alabama. The boycott, which lasted for over a year, was sparked by the arrest of Rosa Parks, a black woman who refused to give up her seat on a bus to a white person. King emerged as a leader of the boycott and was instrumental in its success, which ultimately led to the Supreme Court's ruling that segregation on public buses was unconstitutional. King's activism and leadership during the Montgomery bus boycott brought him national attention, and he quickly became a prominent figure in the civil rights movement. He became the president of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, SCLC, an organization dedicated to achieving civil rights through nonviolent means. Under King's leadership, the SCLC organized numerous campaigns, including the famous March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom in 1963. At this event, King delivered his famous, "I Have a Dream" speech, in which he spoke about the importance of racial equality and called for an end to segregation and discrimination. King's message of nonviolent resistance and civil disobedience inspired many people, and his leadership played a key role in the passage of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965, which ended segregation and ensured voting rights for African Americans. However, despite these victories, King continued to face fierce opposition and was often the target of violence and intimidation. In 1968, he was assassinated in Memphis, Tennessee while supporting a sanitation workers' strike. King's legacy lives on today, and he is remembered as one of the greatest civil rights leaders in American history. His message of nonviolent resistance and his belief in the inherent worth of all people continue to inspire people around the world. In 1983, President Ronald Reagan signed a bill designating Martin Luther King Jr. Day as a national holiday, which is now celebrated on the third Monday of January each year. The holiday is an opportunity to honor King's legacy and reflect on the progress made towards racial equality. In conclusion, Martin Luther King Jr. was a Baptist minister and civil rights activist who played a key role in the American civil rights movement. His message of nonviolent resistance and belief in the inherent worth of all people inspired many people, and his leadership helped bring about significant changes in civil rights legislation. Despite facing fierce opposition and ultimately being assassinated, King's legacy lives on today as one of the greatest civil rights leaders in American history.